Hello everyone, I hope you all are fine there and your preparation is going well. So in Trichopedia session, which is today's session, so I'm going to discuss you about one important point, that is how to analyze the current wave shape in the load. Okay, let's say there is a controlled rectifier circuit. In controlled rectifier circuit, the load is connected and the supply is AC, periodic supply, sinusoidal supply. Now sometime it happens that current comes out to be discontinuous, or it can be continuous, or it can be periodic or aperiodic. Now there is a direct rule in this situation. Let's say the current is discontinuous. Sometimes let's say the load is RL or RLE or maybe LE type of load. In those situations, or you can say pure inductive load, and let's take a single phase full controlled rectifier and the load is L or RL or RLE. If the current is discontinuous, always remember, if the current is discontinuous, it will always be periodic. Whenever you find the current to be discontinuous, let's say in any situation, if the source is sinusoidal or maybe periodic, and you are looking at the load current and the load current is discontinuous, if you find that the load current is discontinuous, it will always be periodic. Remember this point. So this is the first point that you need to remember. If it is discontinuous, it will always be periodic. Now let's come to the second point. The second point is, if the load contains resistance. If the load contains resistance, then remember, current will always be periodic and it will not be rising. Current will never be rising if R is there in the load, okay, and it will always be periodic. This is again very important, because sometimes what happens is, let's say the load is pure inductive, or the load is LE type of load, okay, inductor and one inductor and one battery, ideal source, LE type of load. In this type of situation, it may be possible that due to some lower value of alpha, the current is rising in case of inductive load. But if you take L along with R, then current can never be rising, okay. R will stop the current to rise, okay. So it will settle the current to some value. Whenever the load contains R, remember, current will always be periodic again. Now why I am so focused on periodic current? Because whenever the load contains R, then I told you that the current will be periodic. But if the load contains L also, remember, if the current through the inductor is periodic, then the average voltage across inductor is 0. That's why I always look at the periodic nature of the current, because generally the load contains inductor. In maximum situation, the load contains inductor. If the load contains inductor and the current through the load is periodic, it means the average voltage across the inductor is 0, and the total output average voltage will only be across the remaining component, because average voltage across inductor is 0. So whatever output average is, that will be distributed in the other element like R or E, but the average across the inductor will become 0. So this is very important point, guys. If the load contains R, remember, current will always be periodic. If the load doesn't contain R, if the load is L or LE type of load, then in discontinuous conduction, current will again be periodic, okay. But in continuous conduction, if the load is L or LE, in continuous conduction, current may be rising or may be falling. So it depends on alpha. But if the current is discontinuous, it will always be periodic, okay. So this is about a small point in power electronics. I hope it will help you in analyzing the wave shape of output current. This type of video you will keep on watching, okay. You will in maybe near future you will also watch this type of video, and I will upload more videos like this. I hope you enjoyed this video, and don't forget to subscribe our channel, and don't forget to like this video and share this video to your friends. Thank you and take care. Bye.